the years between World War I and India's independence in 1947, a lot happened. Activists, peasants, and politicians helped define the nation of India. There were challenges that had to be faced during this process. Indians had to follow the British rule while trying to gain independence together. Another challenge is that the different groups that made up India had many different goals. The Caliphate and the non-corporatization movements continued. During this time, Gandhi served as president of the Congress. Because of this, he was able to spread his unique form of politics and resistance throughout India. All these movements and protests were successful until 1922, when the protests became violent, killing 17 Indian officers. Gandhi called off all protests after this. During this time, peasants were starting to revolt and do movements which reduced the amounts of historical sense. The peasants were very passionate about their beliefs and did movements such as the Blue Mutiny of 1859 through 1860 in Bengal. During the 20th century, peasants' activism made a formation called the All Indian Kisan Sabha, in other words, All India Peasant Union. Gandhi is the king of peaceful results. He attempted to push against British rule with non-violence. He worked with two Muslim brothers, Muhammad and Shaukat Ali. They brought their Caliphate movement. They all spread the idea to India that they could protest against the British. They gained many followers, which frustrated the British. These movements got more steamy after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in 1919. The British attacked the peaceful protest and killed 300 Indians.
Gandhi entered the realm of political advocacy once again in 1929. Like many other Indians, he was enraged about the poverty of many people across India. Gandhi then decided to construct a fence around salt, which is an item taxed by the British. In order to outcry, Gandhi organized his famous salt march from the city of Ahmedabad, Gujarat, to the town of Dandi. He believed that putting tax on salt is exceptionally cruel because salt is predominant in daily cooking. Anyone can also get salt from boiling seawater. Sarojini Naidu joined Gandhi in his march to the ocean to get his own salt without taxation. Naidu was a famous nationalist of the time who was well known for her impassionate lectures. Towards the end of the march, Gandhi was arrested by the colonial government. Gandhi's arrest increased public involvement in the civil disobedience movement. While the Congress grasped Gandhi's leadership, Bhimrao Ambedkar chose to remain out of the major political party. He was a Dalit and untouchable from Maharashtra. Because Ambedkar was intellect and had potential, he was offered many opportunities not ordinarily accessible to Dalits. For example, he received his PhD in economics from both Columbia University in New York and the London School of Economics. Returning to India in hopes of starting a legal practice with his degrees, Ambedkar was welcomed with caste discrimination and was impotent to begin his career in law. He then turned his focus to politics. Ambedkar openly criticized Gandhi's insistence on social harmony. After the Salt March incident, Indian political leaders were invited to London to confer their order for self-rule and representation. Ambedkar won separate electorates for Dalits. Gandhi persistently opposed this because he saw Dalits as a part of the Hindu community. He believed that an isolated electorate for Dalits would divide the Hindu population. Ambedkar would not give in easily to Gandhi's orders. Gandhi responded by fasting from all food and nourishment. This action forced Ambedkar to back down in order to avoid responsibility for Gandhi's starvation.
In 1935, after being decided by Indian leaders and political parties, the Government of India Act was passed. When this document passed, all government duties were transferred, but the colonial state could still recover complete power. The Congress, Muslim League, and local parties competed for power in 1937. This event went with the Congress having a vast number of votes, local parties winning a few public votes, and the Muslim League being left behind. The Muslim League, to recall, was a ringleader in the Lucknow Pact. During the discussions about the Lucknow Pact, a young leader from the Muslim League named Muhammad Ali Jinnah. In 1940, Jinnah started to serve on the Legislative Council in Bombay. Jinnah led the Muslim League into the early 20th century. Gandhi was led to launch his Quit India campaign by the dispute between the Congress and the Muslim League. Activists from all different caste levels were in the streets supporting Gandhi. Gandhi was determined to rid the British from India. He protested that people stop using and buying British products. He convinced most people of India to fight back in a non-violent way. The colonial state hated the idea of Gandhi taking their power over India from them.